right, our top story of the day so far. Can you dig it? Because Marvel certainly can. News broke on Monday morning that Da 5 Bloods and Lovecraft Country star Jonathan Majors is reportedly joining Ant-Man 3 as the time-traveling supervillain Kang the Conqueror. Kang the Conqueror. He conquered my pronunciation. So we have a detailed breakdown of everything to know about that character over on Nerdist.com, but suffice to say, people are pretty stoked to see this actor make the leap to the MCU. But I'm curious for my panel, what do you think of this news? Could this be Ant-Man's Thor Ragnarok moment? Dorian, let's start with you.
Honestly, I'm so excited for this news. You listed off his accolades already, but I've just been a big fan of Jonathan Majors since he stepped on the scene with Last Black Man in San Francisco. So to see him just keep climbing and climbing, and for him to get an MCU role like this, I'm pretty excited for, because although I feel like I personally love the Ant-Man franchise, but I do feel like it's underrated compared to some of the other ones, and it doesn't get as much love. So I feel like if you're going to put this big of a villain in the third installment, you're really setting up something big for not only the future of the MCU, but for the future of for the Ant-Man franchise in general. So I absolutely love this move, and I can't wait to see what the possibilities lead to this, because I saw some speculations, and I'm hoping that this does turn out to be like, hopefully we get the Young Avengers in Ant-Man 3. So I'm all excited for this. I'm pumped.
Yeah, I think that's a great point in particular, because everything I've seen online, people are just laying out the facts about how all of this is going to lead to a Young Avengers, possibly TV series or maybe a movie. But Vanessa, what do you think about this, especially with the addition of characters like Kate Bishop coming to Disney Plus and Hawkeye?
Yeah, I made a tiny squeak because Young Avengers is just one of my favorite stories to be told in the Marvel universe. I love Young Avengers. Anything that can get me closer to seeing America Chavez kick someone in the face, I am all for. I love Jonathan Majors. And yeah, kind of like what you said earlier in terms of this being its Ragnarok. I feel like Ant-Man has been one of my favorite series of movies in the cinematic universe, because it's not a lot of big world-ending stories. Ant-Man seems to be a place to tell really good character-driven, smaller stories, and I'm so for it. I'm so pumped.
Yeah, I think that's pun notwithstanding about smaller stories. It's nice that you can kind of watch an Ant-Man movie and you don't necessarily need to have seen all 20 plus other MCU movies to appreciate it. It is more so than others, I feel, very self-contained in a way that really works for the character. But I'm hoping that this can be more of a breakthrough for Ant-Man as a property, because I feel like Ant-Man doesn't get the same respect as a Thor or a Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. But one thing I am excited about with this is, spoiler alert, in the comics, we know that Kang is also Nathaniel Richards, which would mean that eventually we'll get two Sue and or Reed Richards, and Jonathan Majors would mean potentially a black Sue and Reed Richards. So I'm curious, what actors or actresses would you want to see play these characters in a big screen version of the Fantastic Four, Ify?
Oh man, I mean, this is a big moment for me. As you know me as an actor, I've been watching all the black heroes get snatched up, and I've had my secret eye staring at Eli Bradley or Isaiah. I was down to be Isaiah in a flashback, but I mean, if we're going and we're going for the Black Storm family, oh, look, let's go. Or so, and it's super exciting because it's going to be interesting, because there are a lot of people who, when we had the last Fantastic Four movie, they're like, why didn't you just make the family black? Why did you do this kind of weird force thing? And we'll see. I feel like half of those people be like, no, never mind, I don't like this. You're taking away our white heroes. But either way, I really do have a soft spot for the Fantastic Four, just because of the Future Foundation stuff. All of that was really exciting. So, and the way the MCU has kind of found this kind of perfect way to fast track all the cool later stuff while still honoring the OG origin stuff. So I'd be super hyped to see the Richards family. And also, if we're touching on this, we're touching on time travel, dimensions, and all that. And they're going to use this as a way to squeeze in the XMen somehow. Yeah. We got to get them in there.
I've got my own theories about how they're going to work the XMen in. I mean, you get everything from the Scarlet Witch WandaVision series, where she's messing with reality. You've got Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Maybe they're one of these parallel realities, or we have Eternals coming out. And Eternals way back in the day when they were playing The Sims with us wee like beef creatures on planet Earth, seeded mutant DNA into humans. So maybe they will activate following all those snippety snaps of the Infinity Gauntlet. But that's just my theory or theories for now.
I like it.